Have you ever wondered what flight attendants really think about passengers during those long hours at 35,000 feet? Behind their professional smiles and pristine uniforms lies a world of secrets, challenges, and untold stories that most travelers never imagine. With nearly 5 billion travelers taking to the skies annually, few understand the complex reality of those who ensure our safety and comfort in the clouds. Welcome to the World Documentaries, where we uncover the fascinating truths hidden in plain sight. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the aviation industry's best-kept secrets, revealing what really happens behind the cabin door. From the moment you step aboard until you disembark, flight attendants are silently observing, protecting, and managing situations you never knew existed. The art of silent assessment. The moment you board an aircraft, you're unknowingly participating in a sophisticated screening process that has nothing to do with airport security. Flight attendants are trained to read passengers like open books, identifying potential troublemakers, nervous flyers, and security risks within seconds of greeting you. This psychological profiling isn't about being judgmental. It is a critical safety protocol that can determine the difference between a smooth flight and an aviation nightmare. Experienced cabin crew develop keen observational skills through intensive training and real-world experience, allowing them to assess passenger behavior patterns effectively. They observe your body language, listen to your tone of voice, and note any unusual behavior patterns. This invisible assessment creates a mental map of the cabin that helps them prepare for potential challenges. Before the aircraft even pushes back from the gate, the hidden mechanics of air travel while you're settling into your seat and stowing your carry-on luggage. Flight attendants are orchestrating a complex ballet of safety checks and passenger management that remains completely invisible to travelers. That friendly attendant greeting you with hands behind their back. They're actually operating a mechanical counter, meticulously tracking passenger numbers to ensure every soul aboard is accounted for before departure. The aviation industry operates on razor-thin margins of safety, where even seemingly minor details can have major consequences. Flight attendants must verify everything from life vest availability to bathroom occupancy before takeoff. If a passenger uses the lavatory during taxi, pilots are immediately notified because safety regulations prohibit departure with anyone unsecured in the cabin. These protocols exist because aviation accidents often result from cascading failures of seemingly insignificant safety measures. The economics of airline employment. Contrary to popular belief, flight attendants face unique employment challenges that most passengers never consider. They're only compensated for actual flight time, meaning those hours spent greeting passengers, managing delays, and handling ground operations are completely unpaid labor. This compensation structure means that a flight attendant working a 12-hour duty day might only receive payment for 6 to 8 hours of actual airtime. The demanding nature of airline scheduling creates additional hardships that few other professions experience. New flight attendants often work reserve schedules, requiring them to remain within a 90 to 120-minute radius of their home airport, ready to report for duty at any moment. This lifestyle restriction severely impacts personal relationships and requires extraordinary dedication to maintain career stability in an industry where unpredictability is the only constant. The science of cabin safety. Flight attendants undergo intensive training programs that transform ordinary individuals into emergency response specialists capable of handling life-threatening situations at altitude. Their primary responsibility is serving beverages or distributing peanuts. They are federally mandated safety professionals trained in firefighting, medical emergencies, evacuations, and security threats. The weeks-long certification process covers aircraft systems, emergency procedures, first aid, and psychological crisis management. Modern commercial aviation maintains an extraordinary safety record, with approximately 1 fatal accident per 16 million flights, largely due to the expertise of cabin crews who can respond to emergencies within seconds. Flight attendants can perform CPR, deliver babies, extinguish fires, and coordinate evacuations in complete darkness using only emergency lighting. They're essentially paramedics, firefighters, and security officers rolled into one, operating in an environment where outside help is impossible to obtain. Navigating passenger expectations. The relationship between flight attendants and passengers often suffers from fundamental misunderstandings about roles and responsibilities. Many travelers view cabin crew as personal service attendants, similar to restaurant waitstaff or hotel concierges. However, this perception creates unrealistic expectations that can lead to frustration and conflict when flight attendants must prioritize safety protocols over customer service requests. Airlines typically operate with carefully calculated crew-to-passenger ratios, often requiring 4 or 5 attendants to serve 150 to 300 passengers during flight. This mathematical reality means individualized attention is logistically challenging, yet passenger expectations often remain high. Flight attendants must balance safety requirements, federal regulations, company policies, and customer satisfaction while managing their own physical and emotional well-being during extended duty periods. The hidden hazards of air travel. Commercial aircraft cabins harbor numerous health and safety concerns that airlines prefer passengers not contemplate too deeply. The water systems used for coffee and tea are cleaned infrequently and may contain bacterial contamination that ground-based health inspectors would consider unacceptable. Tray tables, armrests, and seatback pockets are cleaned with the same cloth throughout the aircraft, essentially spreading germs rather than eliminating them. Flight attendants witness passengers engaging in behaviors that would shock most travelers if they knew how common these incidents actually are. People clip toenails, change diapers on tray tables, walk barefoot through lavatories, and treat aircraft like their personal living rooms. The pressurized cabin environment concentrates airborne particles, making disease transmission more likely than in most ground-based environments. Yet airlines continue operating under cleaning protocols designed more for quick turnaround times than passenger health. The secret language of aviation. The aviation industry operates using specialized terminology that allows crew members to communicate efficiently while maintaining passenger comfort and security. This coded language serves multiple purposes: expediting communication, maintaining professional discretion, and avoiding passenger panic during sensitive situations. Terms like PAX for passengers, George for autopilot, and blue juice for lavatory chemicals create a linguistic barrier between crew operations and passenger awareness. Understanding these communication patterns reveals the sophisticated coordination required to operate commercial flights safely. When flight attendants refer to spinners, passengers without assigned seats, or runners, travelers making tight connections, they're sharing critical information that affects boarding procedures, seat assignments, and departure scheduling. This specialized vocabulary represents decades of aviation evolution, where precision communication can literally mean the difference between life and death in emergency situations. Conclusion: appreciating the unsung heroes. The next time you board a commercial aircraft, remember that those smiling flight attendants represent far more than service industry employees. They are highly trained safety professionals who've dedicated their careers to protecting strangers while navigating one of the most challenging work environments imaginable. Their expertise, vigilance, and professionalism enable millions of people to travel safely across the globe every single day. The aviation industry's remarkable safety record exists because of the dedication and skill of cabin crews who remain alert, professional, and prepared throughout every flight. These unsung heroes of modern transportation deserve our recognition, respect, and understanding as they continue ensuring that air travel remains the safest form of long-distance transportation ever developed by human civilization. Thank you for joining us on the World Documentaries. If you found these insights fascinating, please subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell to discover more hidden truths about our everyday world. Share your own flying experiences in the comments below. Have you ever noticed these behind-the-scenes activities during your travels? What surprised you most about the flight attendant profession? Your stories and observations help our community learn together. So do you forget to like this video and share it with fellow travelers who might find these revelations as eye-opening as you did.